Now on Radio 4, we travel back in time to 1066, just after the Battle of Hastings, as the comedy trio The Penny Dreadfuls bring you the stirring story of the forgotten hero Hereward the Wake and his attempts to undermine the reign of William the Conqueror. Recorded in front of a theatre audience and featuring sword fights, betrayal and a very naughty witch, this is our afternoon play for Boxing Day.
The Penny Dreadfuls present Hereward the Wake. Hello. My name is Dr. Hilary Wake, M.A. General, Professor of Medieval Studies at the University of Penge at Stonehenge, and I am the foremost historian on the life and legacy of the 11th century Anglo-Saxon folk hero, my ancestor, Hereward the Wake. An outlaw and a revolutionary, he refused to submit to the rule of William the Conqueror. Hereward's inability to compromise made him a man that history cannot ignore. No matter how many people say, Hilary, why do you keep banging on about this man? We've literally never heard of him. He is seen as an irrelevant figure by many, including my wife, who has used my passion for this project as an excuse to take my children and leave me. But I can tell you that Hereward's legacy is nothing short of perfection. And this is why he deserves to stand at the top of ITV4's list of 100 greatest Englishmen from now until the end of time. I have in front of me a manuscript which represents nothing less than a complete chronicle of Hereward's life from the point of view of a knight who met someone who once met one of Hereward's friends. Having been banished from England by the old king, Edward the Confessor, in 1063, the manuscript picks up Hereward's story in 1066, several months after the Battle of Hastings. Hereward returned to England in triumph, accompanied by his Flemish wife, Turfrida, and phlegmy manservant, Martin.
Country, I'm home!
Hang on, Hereward. We should probably report in with the harbour master.
Nonsense, Martin. I imagine my arrival here has been the talk of town for months. Hereward is here, they'll say. Break out the best eating knives and fetch the special occasion sausage.
Well, maybe.
Oh, England, England, England. Land of tea and bees and Q's and other letters. I've been away too long.
So this is England. Oh, God, what is that smell?
That's England!
I'm super glad I live here now.
With Edward the Confessor gone, this is a fresh start for Team Hereward.
As long as you don't get banished again, mon cher. The new king won't like you, how you say, pantsing the Archbishop of Canterbury any more than the old one did.
King Harold, don't worry, he's a total lad. Always good for some jocular banter.
King Harold died at Hastings. The king is Norman now.
Really? So what's he like, this King Norman? Stand-up English chap, kind to his mother, physically awkward around his father?
He's not called King Norman. He's William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, and one of the most bloodthirsty tyrants ever to walk the earth.
As King of England? I don't think so. You must have heard wrong, Martin. Englishmen don't surrender that easily, you know. Right, pub. I'm starving. I think I'm going to have one of everything on the menu.
Soup and an onion.
Frida, this is a traditional pub, the heart and soul of England.
Yes, we have something similar in Flanders, but we call them toilets.
Good morrow, uncles. I, for my sins, am Leafwine the Fool. Perhaps a story of romance for the lady, or a tune to calm the spirit of your angry pig.
I'm not angry.
A story. Capital idea. Anything would be better than having Martin tell us again about his friend Paul who couldn't find his quill. So he bought another quill, then he found his quill, and he had two quills. Yours!
Actually, it's a really funny story. I just get flustered trying to remember the details.
I don't think details would have saved that snorefest. You have to be the worst storyteller of all time. You could make pillows feel uncomfortable. Leave one. Do you happen to know the tale of Sigvald the Bold?
Of course, Nuncle. Although you sure you wouldn't rather hear the tragedy of Egbert the Sad or the epic saga of Bran the Flake?
Sigvald the Bold, please. My mother used to tell me it as a child. I basically modelled my entire life on him. That's why I'm so great.
As you wish, the tale of Sigvald the Bold. Oh, once upon a time there were 3 naughty crabs.
Nobody move. I am Frederick the Stock Henchman, here with my heavily armed guards to collect King William's taxes.
Oh, marry, uncle, you must have had a long journey. Allow me to play you a tune to calm your spirits. Some dogs have willies and some dogs have bums.
Silence, fool! If you dare speak in my presence again, I shall be returning to King William with your head in my impractically small coin purse. Now on your knees, worm.
Hold on a second. You don't need to take this from him, Leafwine. Kick him in the spuds and send him on his way.
Who is this who dares to speak of spuds in the presence of a king's officer?
Hereward of Bourne. And I don't take too kindly to people threatening my countrymen. Now, apologise to the nice man with the terrible hat, and I won't brain you.
Sit down, Hereward of Bourne. I speak on behalf of your king, William the Conqueror. Your defiance is an act of treason.
He's not my king, nor is he king of anyone else here. Now, push off.
Guards! That's a beautiful green cloak you have, Hereward of Bourne.
Thank you.
No, let me finish. That's a beautiful green cloak you have, Hereward of Bourne. It'll fetch a pretty penny.
Thank you.
No!
Chum, I'm now going to take you suddenly and unexpectedly by surprise by backflipping off that table, cutting down that wall hanging so it humorously envelops your men, before mule-kicking you out the door and into a trough of water. All led off by first swinging at you on this chandelier. I honestly thought it could take my weight.
I grow tired of these buffoons. Kill them.
Ha-ha!
A wall hanging has humorously enveloped me.
You have made a powerful enemy this day, Hereward of Bourne.
Oh, who's that?
Me, you fool! I shall have my revenge upon you.
Best of luck with that, chum. There's a new top dog in the woods. Hereward of Bourne. Remember that name and spread the word that I'm a man you cross at your peril.
And you remember the name Frederick the Stock Henchman. For it shall be the harbinger of your doom.
What a noob. He's left his impractically small purse, look. Drinks for everyone!
Hey! Well, thank you, Nuncles. You've saved me from almost certain having to kneel on the floor. I promise I shall return the favour one day, or may God curse me with an unhumorous wife.
2 days later, which is really no time at all, especially if you're supposed to be spending time with your kids and you didn't have them the previous 2 weekends because new Daddy took them to Barbados. Hereward and his companions were approaching his ancestral lands at Bourne.
Is everything all right, my love? You've stopped singing that song about how brave you are.
Something feels weird. The crows, the spindly trees, all these dead guys in the verge. It's almost as if these sights are heralding bad news of some kind.
Wait! What's that up ahead? A black rider galloping towards us with worrying speed!
He's probably just really keen for directions. Let's wait for him.
Away! Turn back, strangers. The road north leads only to death.
Really? I thought this was the Cambridge Road.
Aye, well, that's... Yeah, well, it used to be. But there's nothing up there now for yous now, you know.
What language is he speaking?
William's armies are devastating the crops and burning the villages up there. The Hawaiian of the North, they're calling it.
We're on our way to Bourne.
I saw a load of Normans heading towards Bourne this morning, and leading the charge. A heedless horseman, with the gruesome heed of a man balanced upon his shoulders.
My father's in danger. Thank you for this warning, mysterious stranger.
Oh, my name's Thorkel, you just...
Well, whoever you are, I pray to God you weren't too late. Hey-ya!
They race towards Bourne faster than a historian's wife forgets her wedding vows. But as they approached the halls of Hereward's childhood, they noticed it seemed unusually on fire.
Hereward, be careful!
The whole keep is coming down!
Father, where are you?
Who's there? Show yourself, you cowards! Unless you're scary looking, I don't want to see you if you're scary.
It's me, Father. I'm here.
Hereward, my boy, my dear, sweet snookle piglet.
No, not here.
I fear I am done for. One of Duke William's men crept up on me, stabbed me right through this bit. I don't know what you call it.
It's your stomach, Father.
Well, whatever it's called, it feels like it was important. But this is the price I pay for turning my back on my own son. My only son!
Don't blame yourself, Father. It wasn't your fault I was banished.
Well, I did specifically write to King Edward to have you banished.
You probably thought it would teach me to be a man.
No, I just thought you were an ass. You and that snotty-nosed stable lad, Martin, with the short legs and the wonky face. Now he's most likely dead in some foreign field or some such, I don't know.
I'm not here, actually.
Where did you come from?
Well, I just sort of blend into the background.
Being banished was the best thing that could have happened to me, Father. I'm an adventurer now, a righter of wrongs. Everybody fancies me.
Well, that sounds nice.
And I got married, too. This is Terfrida.
Oh, she looks just like Martin.
No, that is Martin. Terfrida's over here.
Oh, my dear. Has anyone ever told you you look nothing like Martin?
I want to make you proud, Father. There's still time. Name the quest, and I shall complete it, just as Sigvald the Bold would have done.
Sigvald the Bold? Ha! That childish nonsense your mother made up to stop you crying. Listen to me, Hereward. You're a man now. You have a duty to protect the people of our lands, whether there is any glory in it or not. Your country needs you. I can't do it anymore. I'm too old and tired and about to die from this hole in my stomach to help them. But you're all they have, my boy. Here. Take my sword.
The sexy Camilla. You're giving her to me.
Well, I don't need it, do I? I'm about to die. Keep up.
Sorry, Father.
The sexy Camilla is the finest blade I have ever seen. I found her mysteriously lodged in a stone. Gareth Stone, a village idiot who'd fallen face first into a latrine.
She shall never leave my side.
And if I could give you just one piece of advice, the most important thing I have learnt in my all too short time upon this earth.
Yes, Father?
Don't banish your children. You'll regret it for the rest of your life. Also, never put your willy in a beehive.
He has gone to sit at the table of his forefathers, in the halls of his ancestors, and got blood on my shoes.
I don't want to be insensitive or anything, but, we've been stood in a burning building talking for about 4 minutes.
Don't worry, Father. I will fulfill my duty. I swear on my life's blood that I shall protect all innocent people everywhere from all evil everywhere for the rest of time. May my soul be damned to hell for all eternity if I fail. I swear to protect everyone, everywhere, forever. And so does Martin, or he'll go to hell as well.
What?
True to his word, Hereward sprang into Norman bashing action with a speed, enthusiasm, and lack of planning one might more readily associate with a historian's wife clearly having a midlife crisis. But he proved to be a natural guerrilla commander. His lightning-fast raids on Norman patrols and tax collectors gained him significant notoriety amongst the peasantry. But an unchecked feeling was welling up inside Hereward, an unquenchable desire to help the innocent that was beginning to hamper his judgment.
No, please. The collection box is for the poor and needy.
Well, now it's needed by my poor King William.
Did someone say rescue party?
No.
Welcome to the gang, new guy. What's your name?
Thurston.
New guy. Brilliant. I'll save you from this life of oppression. From now on, you're an outlaw like the great Hereward of Bourne.
Well, actually, I need to be back at my parish.
Let's ride! Hey, up!
Where are we going?
Hereward's increasingly wild behaviour, like a 9-year-old girl deprived of a stable father figure, soon drew the full weight of King William's ire.
My liege, news! Hereward has struck again!
Hereward! Will nobody rid me of this troublesome swine?
Hereward and his band of brigands have captured Baron Godfrey de Maxibon ice cream sandwich. The commander of the army you sent to capture Hereward and his band of brigands.
Can nobody do anything right? De Maxibon ice cream sandwich has done literally the opposite of what I wanted him to do. Even now, he is probably being wined, dined, and pumped for my secrets. Hereward will tuck a stray lock of hair behind his ear, and a Maxibon ice cream sandwich will be lost.
If you say so, sire.
Oh, I do say so. Who is this man? Why is he intent on seducing everyone I know?
We don't know who he is, my liege, and we're not certain he is trying to seduce anyone.
Oh, I'm certain. That's how he lures you in. It's time we took care of this sexy Hereward. Send word to all of my spies and double our patrols in East Anglia.
Shall I put a bounty on his head, my liege?
What? Once you've found him, you can put whatever you like on his head.
So, Thurston, how are you enjoying the life of a dangerous and handsome outlaw like me so far?
I don't like it. I want to go home.
Good old the new guy, always joking.
Here are the drinks.
Peterborough Abbey has been captured. As some of you may be aware if you're as up on current affairs as I am.
We are literally sitting under a poster about it.
This is, of course, sacrilege.
That's the headline.
Peterborough's holy relics are legendary. They have Thomas Aquinas' fallopian tubes there, and all 3 of Jesus' shins. Saving such artifacts and the monks who swore to protect them from Norman hands would strike a decisive blow against William the
Conqueror.
Thank you. Who's with me?
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but on the way, could you maybe give me a lift home?
Go on.
It's been lovely hanging out with you and everything, but I was supposed to be back at my abbey 2 weeks ago. It's only on the Isle of Ely, not far from here. It is pretty inaccessible because of the fens, but if it isn't too much trouble...
Use your island home as a secret base of operations. We'd love to.
No, that isn't really what I was
saying. Then we're all agreed. Our new top-secret hideout will be at Thurston's house. If we ever get separated, we're to rendezvous at the abbey on the Isle of Ely. Thanks, Thurston. Appreciate your support.
No, you're really not welcome there.
Excellent. My round, I think. 3 ales, please, barkeep, and a Virgin Mary for the toddler in the cassock.
Hereward, are you sure we can take Peterborough? Because there are only 4 of us.
I promised my father I'd protect all people everywhere forever. You promised too, remember?
Yeah, but aren't we going to need an army?
Excuse me, please. Did somebody say army?
Yes, he did!
Oh, I know. I was aggressively eavesdropping on your conversation. My name is Håkon, Håkon the Dane, and the 300 men in that booth over there are my fearless Viking warriors. We're just over from Denmark to see the sights and do a bit of light raiding.
Well, it just so happens I might have a job for you. We're going to capture the abbey at Peterborough.
Hereward, what are you doing? We can't trust these mercenaries. We've not been formally introduced. I mean, they don't even have any references.
If we capture one of William's fortified positions, every Englishman will be talking about me.
Hereward, there comes a time in every friendship...
Håkon, I'd like to hire your army.
Splendid! Men, pack up the tow longboat. We're going to Peterborough!
Backed by 300 Scandinavians with beards like burst sofas, Hereward made all haste to Peterborough, his heart pounding in his chest, his whole being consumed by thoughts of his oath, because some people keep their promises, Susan. They arrived at the abbey just before dawn, and remaining hidden amongst the tree line, Hereward laid out his plan.
Now, is everyone clear? Håkon, get your lads to form a line in front of the gates and bang their shields while making like scary ooh-ooh noises. That'll spook the guards, make them go pot-pot in their duds a bit. Then I'll ride bravely forward and challenge their commanding officer to single combat.
Or, okay, we set fire to all of the books and slaughter everyone with our lovely axes, bish bash bosh, everybody happy.
Håkon, we're not here to slaughter the monks and destroy the books. We're here to retake the abbey.
Or destroy the abbey. Either way is fine.
No, the abbey is not to be destroyed.
Or could be.
No, it can't.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
Just prepare your men. We'll go on my signal. Garrison of Peterborough Abbey. It is I, Hereward of Bourne, champion of the English and East Anglia Axe Basher of the Year 1061. No one need die today. I challenge your leader to single combat.
With pleasure. We meet again, Hereward of Bourne.
Well, 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 if it isn't all you.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Frederick de Stock, henchman. You beat up my men and I swore vengeance upon you.
Could be literally anyone. Look, could you stand still for a second while I secure my place in the sagas of my people by slaying you like a boss?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Hereward, but I must surrender.
Really?
You have an army of bloodthirsty warriors, and I but 10 sick and elderly men-at-arms. They are also, at this precise moment in time, extremely drunk.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
You've never been to Peterborough before, have you? Congratulations, the abbey is yours.
Ha-ha! Victory! It feels slightly anticlimactic. Never mind. I have retaken the abbey without a single casualty. Martin, take Frederick prisoner and give the sexy Camilla a celebratory wipe.
The gate is open, boys! No mercy! Be back at the longboat by 3!
No! Wait! What are you doing?
Many sorries, mate. We are Vikings. It's what we do. We Vike!
No! Stop!
Hereward! Frederick's getting away!
The Vikings are a perfect distraction.
And he's stolen the sexy Camilla. He tricked me by taking it.
Take my spear, Hereward. He's heading for the forest. Hurry!
You're only making this worse for yourself, Frederick. You can't hide in these woods forever. I mean, where would you shave? To be honest, I don't know why you're running at all. If I were you, I'd be waiting behind this big tree to ambush me. You're such a coward, I almost feel sorry for you.
You sorry for me? Ha! I am the Conqueror's most trusted lieutenant. I have wealth, power, and the pick of the women. But not just because I am powerful, because I am also understatedly handsome and a really good listener.
Right, I didn't actually ask about your girlfriend situation. I'm sorry you feel so insecure about it.
I don't have women troubles. That's what I'm saying. Everything's going really well for me. Really well. Great, even.
Oh, this is getting super awkward.
It is I who should pity you, Hereward. The people are terrified of you. Everywhere you go, the Conqueror's reprisals follow. They say your face is a bald skull, and your sword is fashioned from one of the devil's claws. They say your every breath is ice cold and smells of old men's shame.
No, you lie!
The monks of Peterborough Abbey, everyone who's ever taken a coin of William's taxes from you, even that 3-legged dog you passed on the way to Bourne.
Ethelred the Unsteady.
Yeah. All brought to the sword because of you. The people have given you a name, in fact. Hereward the Wake, because of the misery that washes along in your trail. I wonder if your poor dead father would have been proud.
How do you know about my father?
A little birdie told me, as I stabbed it. At your house. The little birdie was your father.
I'll kill you!
Damn! Butterfingers. You wouldn't harm an unarmed man, would you?
Yep.
You're at a crossroads here, Hereward. If you do this, there is no turning back. Are you an honorable man? A true hero? Or just the grim reaper everyone takes you for? Make your choice. Boy, did I misjudge that one.
Hereward was overwhelmed with 1,000 feelings, the principal amongst them being joy at having dispatched his father's killer. But soon a sadness swept in to fill the hole where his anger had been, and Frederick's words echoed around his mind, taunting him with a crippling self-doubt.
What have I done? Frederick was right. Death does follow in my wake. I should disappear forever, but first I'll just curl up into a little ball and have a big cry.
Even as Hereward wept, and not crocodile tears like some people's wives, King William was going through emotional turmoil of his own.
And this design, sire.
Now that is quality tapestry. Great stuff, Odo.
I feel we've really captured the thready texture of your face. And the way you're basically the same size as a horse or a house.
Yes. Yes, you have, haven't you? It doesn't look very like me, though.
Well, faces are really hard to do, but look, we've written your name above it, so it still works.
I guess. This had better get people talking about me rather than that king-bait Hereward. That wild, mysterious, and handsome devil. What's the latest? How goes the hunt?
Well, it's not the greatest.
You caught him, though, I hope. He's on his way here now, his bulging barbarian muscles straining against his heavy chains. The bars of his cage barely containing his exotic magnetism.
No, sire. He has sacked Peterborough Abbey with an army of 200 men.
What?
And then vanished, sire.
Ah! Classic Hereward. One night and then he's gone. Leaving you feeling like the biggest idiot in the world. Wishing you'd listened to your friends who said he'd always do you wrong, but you were too proud to listen. Triple the patrols, triple the scouts, triple the wanted posters.
We still don't really know what he looks like, other than his Lincoln green cloak and wondrous sword.
I don't want excuses.
Do you want a biscuit?
Yes, I do.
For a month, lost and alone, Hereward wandered the woods of Lincolnshire, weeping and rending his clothes, like a man accompanying the daughter he now barely knows to a Justin Bieber concert.
I am the king of the woodland, and my crown is made of bees. I have made an alcoholic drink out of things that fall from trees. Who's there?
I'm just a travelling troubadour. I go with loot from door to door and beg for scraps of butter.
Leafwine. Leafwine the bard.
Oh, a talking bear? Hey, nonny, nonny, ned, I've met a talking bear next to a stream in a wood.
It's me, it's Hereward.
Oh.
Sorry about the lack of clothes and the matted filth. I took the clothes off to go to sleep on the first night, and then an enterprising vole made off with them.
Something tells me you're not your usual chipper self.
The people I've been trying to help think my head is a skull and I smell of potty accidents. They call me the Wake.
Ah, name-calling can be a terrible thing, Uncle. I know exactly how you feel.
You do?
For the first 14 years of my life, my father would say, "You're a fool, Leafwine. You're a fool." And he'd force me to finish off the parts of his meals he didn't like. No matter what I did to show him I was smart, to make him proud of me, he just couldn't see anything but a disappointing fool.
What did you do?
I turned to him one day and said, "You know what, Da? I am a fool. I'm Leafwine the fool. And I'm the greatest fool who ever lived." And I walked right out the door. I've been entertaining people ever since and couldn't be happier.
What are you saying to me, Leafwine?
I'm saying perhaps being Hereward the Wake isn't so bad. Perhaps stories of your terrible deeds have given the people hope that they have someone as fearsome as the Conqueror on their side. Hereward, you're a real man.
Oh, I see where this is going. You're falling in love with me, aren't you? I'm flattered, but...
No, but it's the stories about you that wield true power.
But the stories aren't true.
Of course not. That's why they're stories. You could say that Jesus is a story.
No wonder the church doesn't like you.
But look at what that story has achieved.
I'm not really sure what your point is. Am I Jesus?
Oh. You are Hereward the Wake, and it's time for you to do so.
My mind is blown.
Where's Hereward? Maybe he's gone back to Flanders.
We said we'd hide out at Thurston's Abbey if anything went wrong.
Maybe he got lost in the marshes. We lose 6 to 8 pilgrimages a year that way.
He would never get lost.
Yeah, you're right, he's probably dead.
Oh, ye of little face.
Hereward!
My sweet, you're alive.
Mwah. I'm sorry I took so long in getting here, but I've had a lot of soul-searching to do.
And?
I've definitely got one. And what's more, and possibly better, I've got a plan. We're going to lure William the Conqueror into a trap right here on this island. The Fens are too treacherous to march an army across, so we'll pick off his soldiers one by one till he's forced to make the fatal mistake of facing me himself. Then he'll see what Hereward the Wake can really do.
But how do we lure him here?
When he knows I'm here, he'll come, and then he'll go. Straight to hell! Yay!
My liege! liege! Hereward has been run to ground. He's amassing an army at the abbey on the Isle of Ely.
Who is this abbey? He's too good for her!
No. Abbey, as in the monk place.
We have him now. Soon he will be mine, my prisoner.
Right.
Assemble our army and we shall march on him and his broad shoulders, and oh my God, I wish I was him!
Sire?
What? I didn't say anything.
You said, I wish
You said that, not me!
Yes, sire.
Even as William assembled his army to march on Ely, more men were arriving into Hereward's camp every day. I was deemed quite the catch in my younger days, you know. Carry on.
Hereward, could I have a word?
Thurston, how is my favourite six-stone bullying magnet?
Well,
Great stuff. Look, I'd love to stick around and chat, but I've got to go and oversee that digging of a new moat through the Abbott's Price turnip patch.
Well, that's actually what I wanted to...
No rest for the wicked. Great chatting to you,
Hereward, please, it's been fun hanging around with you and everything, but I've never actually invited you here.
I'm pretty sure you must have probably done that sometime or something.
This is my home and a place of peace, not a fortress. It shouldn't be full of soldiers.
Look, I see what you're saying. If you want to hold my sword, you should just ask.
No, I'm not wanting...
Hereward, you old dog. I thought you might be in need of a helping hand.
You! Who are you?
It's me, Thorkel the Tall. We met on the road, do you remember?
Oh, yes. So, you've come to lend a hand, have you?
Aye, I've brought you sandwiches and 200 men.
200 more men?
If they had to, could they kill a Norman?
Well, the egg ones definitely could.
Have your men build a bonfire and dry off in the library.
Not the books.
Oh, and our scouts saw a bucket load of Normans heading this way. Before long, this place will be as surrounded as the last 3 pretty girls left on a dance floor at 10 to 2 in the morning.
Let them come. This place is impregnable. We'll stay here forever if we have to.
Hereward!
Sorry, we'll stay at Thurston's house forever if we have to.
My liege! Your scouts can find no safe way through the marshes.
Ah, nice one, scouts. Then I shall find a route myself. How about this way? Have they tried this way?
No, there may be no need to,
Oh, I've trodden in a puddle. My boot is all wet.
Yes, I can see that, my liege.
You were saying?
I was saying there may be no need to keep scouting. Hereward and his men have amassed on the far shore. He requests an audience with you.
Oh, great, and I've got a wet foot. Oh. How's my breath?
Kind of venison-y.
Makes sense. Hereward the Wake! I'll accept only one thing. You must throw your arms at my feet. Your big, muscly arms. What is your response?
Can you hear what he's saying?
I heard something about bacon, I think.
I suppose I should respond. Duke William! You have no way of traversing these treacherous fens in large numbers, and we can hold out here almost indefinitely. What do you say to that?
What's he saying?
I think I made out something about bacon.
Oh. This is pointless. Release the secret weapon. Now we'll see how brave these brigands really are.
My God! They've got a witch!
We don't know that. She might just be a sexually confident older woman.
You fools! You think that your walls and your waterways can keep you from harm? Despair, ye mortals, as you gaze upon my power!
Good God. Is she doing what I think she's doing?
She's got her bum out. And you're sort of waving it about.
Do I not terrify you, Englishman? Are you not paralyzed with fear?
Why is she doing that?
I don't understand. Is this supposed to wrong foot us or something?
Can we swap places, please? Because I can see right up it from here.
It's probably a French thing. Scared of bottoms, no doubt. I know what to do.
Feast your eyes upon my pimply tormentor. There you stare into the eye of the beast.
Oh, God, this isn't working. Get her down from there.
Does your
down. It's not working.
Ah, there you are. That is one of my best curses.
Well, I'd hate to see what one of your worst ones was like.
Would you now?
Oh, good God, woman, put it away!
I see you are trying to intimidate me, Duke William. It shan't work. In fact, I have a little surprise for you, too.
Hereward's talking again, my liege.
What's he on about?
He appears to be getting his bottom out now. And he's sort of waving it around, too.
Oh, God, if this isn't a potent allegory for international communication, then I don't know what is.
This?
Oh, somebody get her out of here, please!
After 2 months of stalemate, it appeared that Hereward's predictions were accurate. The English defenders slept soundly in their beds around the abbey, while the Normans shivered in the fens like a naked, middle-aged academic staring into an empty fridge at 2 a.m. Even as English confidence grew, however, fate was about to come along and tip a cup of sick into the cake mixture of their happiness.
Well, get off me!
Hereward, I just caught this little weasel hobnobbing with the enemy.
What?
I wasn't!
I saw you with me own 2 eyes. Hobby went. Knob went the other fella. It was a classic display of hobnobbing.
Fine. I talked to them all right. I was showing them my secret back entrance.
What's that now?
Through the fens.
Oh, thank God. Oh, no, wait, that's worse.
What secret back entrance?
It's a path. 20 men can walk abreast along it without drowning in the marsh.
If they can get all their troops here in one go.
We're all gonna die!
Why did you do it, Thurston? I understand why you betrayed the others, sure, but me?
You invited yourself into my home.
Wow, that's it?
I'll kill you!
There'll be time to kill Thurston later. The Normans will be here en masse within the hour. Sound the alarm!
4,000 Normans to our 600 men. Not great odds. I could probably take 20 or 30 myself.
And I can take at least 2,000.
It's just a shame we don't have more of you.
Darling, just give me an idea. Fetch your largest sewing kit and as much green cloth as you can find.
Why?
It's time the Normans met their worst fear.
Follow me, men! After today, no Englander will ever again dare to seduce your childhood sweetheart whilst you're building up the confidence to ask her out, because you're shy, and she knows that. We shall drench these marshlands with English blood.
I've got such a witch boner right now.
What are you still doing here?
I had a free afternoon.
Well, try not to get in the way. I have some foreigners to slaughter.
The Wake, my liege. I hear he has the strength of a donkey's hind legs and can run as fast as a donkey's front legs.
I hear his cloak was forged by the dwarves from the hardest dragon scales, and his sword was made really well by, like, experienced industry professionals. Look! Around the abbey walls!
Hundreds of Herewards. Simply hundreds of them. My God, he can multiply himself.
It's like my dream from the other night. Only not in a warm stables.
Most powerful black magic. I shall attempt to evoke a counter spell.
Put your bum away! I shan't tell you again.
Whatever.
This is just a trick. They're normal peasants dressed up in cheap copies of Hereward's cloak.
Even if that is true, the Wake will be amongst them. How will we know whether we march towards a peasant or our own certain death?
Get back to your post, Odo. I shall kill you myself.
It's not just me, my liege. The men shall cower in terror.
We shall see who the men truly fear. The Wake or their king. Charge!
Oh, the Normans are scattering! I can't believe it! We're winning!
Great stuff, Martin. A spectacular start, men. We made mincemeat of that first wave. Today, we show that Englishmen will never bow down, no matter the odds. Thorkel, take your men and reposition at the southwest wall.
All right. What about me, Hereward? What should I do? Because I am pumped. I'm ready to kick a bottom.
Darling, you should talk to Martin now.
You're right.
What's going on?
Martin, I have a special mission just for you. Follow me.
A special mission? Where are we going?
Down here.
Does this make me your most trusted general, Hereward? If I get this special... But this is a jetty.
Get in.
I'm not leaving. We've got a battle to fight.
Martin, get in the boat. I won't tell you again.
No! For once in my life, I feel like I'm actually one of the winners. And you're not going to take it away from me. I'm not leaving!
Martin, we lost this battle the moment Thurston betrayed us. Now get in the boat.
Oh, you wobbles. You're not coming?
No. Hereward the Wake cannot run from death. I have to finish my story here. Besides, you stand a better chance of sneaking past on your own. You're the disappear into the background kind of guy, remember? Here, take this.
The sexy Camilla.
Get rid of her for me. I don't want her falling into the wrong hands.
I don't understand.
You have to keep our story alive. Tell how a handful of Englishmen held 7,000 Normans at bay. Or because a man's home is worth fighting for.
Thurston's home?
Yep. Don't let the Normans rewrite history. They'll try and make us sound like fools. The kind of people who die comically with an arrow in their eye or all have the same kind of mustache. Don't let the Normans tell our countrymen who we are.
Don't worry, Hereward. Your secret's safe with me.
No, that's the opposite of what I was asking. Keep our story alive, so the Normans can't portray us all as fools.
Gotcha. Our legacy is safe with... Hereward, I appear to have dropped the sexy Camilla in the lake.
That's fine. Just...
What were you saying?
Don't let them make us look like fools.
I think I'm having a panic attack.
Just tell our story, but leave out any of the bits that make me sound like a plonker.
All right.
It's all on you now.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of pressure.
It's not so hard. Just make sure every Englishman for the rest of time knows what really happened here.
But I'm terrible at telling stories.
I am painfully aware of that.
Oh, you're not going to say you believe in me or something?
No, it'd come out insincere. This is a real long shot for me.
Right. I understand. Goodbye, Hereward.
Goodbye, old friend.
I suppose I should teach myself to row.
Martin ineptly rowed away, watching his lifelong friend disappear into the smoke, never to be seen nor heard of again. The Chronicle goes on to say that Martin managed to sneak past the Norman blockades as they believed him to be nothing more than a beige mist, slowly rowing in circles in the morning sun. He spent the rest of his days travelling alone from town to town, telling Hereward's tale. The details were patchy at best, and the delivery was atrocious, but Martin was surprised more and more to hear his own tales being told back to him. Sometimes they spoke of a kind warrior in green, flanked by merry outlaws defying a tyrant. Other times, of a noble English king and his magical sword standing up for what was good and right. But always, the spirit of his oldest, dearest friend shone through them. So, far from being a total irrelevance who nobody cares about and will never get you a book deal, Hereward is actually the wellspring for all English patriotic storytelling and clearly a figure worthy of a lifetime of study, even if my passion may have bordered on mania. The court's words, not mine. So, Susan, if you're listening and have heard this noble tale of sacrifice for the greater good, perhaps now you'll understand why I had to dedicate my life to the study of this man and why you are an awful woman. Also, can you text me and remind me if I've got the kids next weekend because I've lost the laminated schedule. Cheers. The Penny Dreadfuls present Hereward the Wake was written by Humphrey Carr and David Reed. Hereward was played by Tom Tuck, Martin by Marek Larwood, Fridia and the Witch by Margaret Caborn-Smith, and the narrator by me, Justin Edwards. All other roles were played by Humphrey Carr and David Reed. The producer was Julia Mackenzie.